Brownsea Island, England. The date, August 1907. It is here in this first small encampment with Lord Baden-Powell that the worldwide scouting movement is born in a spirit of friendship. A determination to be prepared for service to others. An awareness of man's close ties to nature. And a commitment to physical fitness. Scouting, a way of life. The spirit of scouting has burned brightly for 60 years, passed on from country to country over the course of 12 World Jamborees. 12,000 scouts from 107 countries around the world pour into the United States for the 12th World Jamboree being held in Idaho. New York is one of the major entry points, and you can just feel the excitement as the scouts step out into a strange new country for the first time to begin their sightseeing trips on the way to the Jamboree. To see some cities, you need to get out on the water. And these young men don't miss a thing, not even the Statue of Liberty. San Francisco, initial stop for thousands of scouts from Asia and Africa. A city for fun and beauty and making new friends, and just maybe a ride on the famous cable cars up one of the many hills. There are picnics and a chance to try hot dogs and hamburgers, but most important of all, families and scouts open their homes to the visitors, giving them an opportunity to meet people, not just see tourist attractions. Busy engineers and stylists in Detroit demonstrate the turbo-powered cars of the future, take time to be host to visitors from other countries. And traveling scouts find that a city has many faces, even an automotive industrial city. Finally, it's Sandpoint, Idaho, only 25 miles from the Jamboree site, and one of the biggest welcomes you've ever been given. If you're one of the 12,000 scouts attending the Jamboree, you just have to be excited. This is why you've worked and saved. This is the reason you've traveled so far, and now it's all about to begin. Located on the shores of Lake Pend Oreille, the Jamboree campsite spreads out over 5,000 acres of rolling, wooded countryside, typical of the American Northwest. It's a place where each scout can feel at home, fully enjoy the outdoors that is so close to his heart. An hour's drive to the campsite from the train station, and you step off the bus, ready to pitch in and help get your assigned camping area in order, settle in, as the scouts say. First order of business is to get your gear together, load up, and head for your area along with your patrol. It takes a lot of know-how, a lot of plain old-fashioned hard work to put up over 1,000 tents. But it's nothing these young men haven't done 100 times before. This time does seem a little different, though. You know that your camp, your entrance gate, your whole area will be on display, in effect on display to the rest of the world, to represent your country, and you want it to be outstanding. You can make a lot of friends working together, and when you're finished, stand back to look at the results. It's something to write home about. A city of 12,000 people. It's quite a difference from that first small encampment with Lord Baden-Powell 60 years ago. Quite a difference. But you know, nothing much has really changed, only that friends are being made on an international basis. The first flag-raising ceremony is beautiful, an event you've looked forward to for more than a year, ever since you knew that you were coming to the Jamboree. But it's more than that. For the first time, you really understand that you're going to be living and working with scouts from all over the world, from 107 nations. For friendship, theme for the 12th World Jamboree. It's in the scouting tradition.
In the island of Jamaica, the food we eat is very nice, especially the
Marching to the opening ceremonies is like marching around the world. Everywhere you look, there are scouts from different countries, different uniforms, different appearances. You hear different languages singing, counting cadence, and it gives you a great feeling to know you are going to get to know some of these scouts personally while you are at the Jamboree. The big arena opening ceremonies are everything you've dreamed of, worked toward. Right at this moment, you figure you're in on the most exciting event in the world. From Marathon, Greece, site of the 1963 Jamboree, to Idaho, the torch that symbolizes the scouting spirit of friendship is passed along, and the show is on. A special treat is Lady Baden-Powell's appearance. And you marvel at the growth of the scouting movement. You get up every morning wondering what new experiences you'll have during the day, who you'll meet, what you'll do that you've never done before. It's a good chance almost everything will be new. There's more to do at the Jamboree than you could ever have imagined. You've smelled the aroma of bacon cooking on dozens of mornings, but it's never been like this. Everything seems bigger and better and sharper on a Jamboree. 12,000 people add up to a good-sized city, even if they are living in tents, and they require all the services of any other metropolis, including mountains of food. Take milk and juice. Over 23,000 quarts are consumed every day, some 4,000 loaves of bread. It's quite a feat of logistics to receive all this food, divide it into quantities for each individual 9-man patrol, repack it, and get it to the proper place. Scout volunteers from the host country put in long hours getting the job done, and as a result, you eat like a king. Another service a city needs is a hospital, so there is one, a good one.
He hasn't never been sick since he left Japan.
Well, that's fine. Okay, open your mouth. Okay. Oh, you gag easily.
我看看好了。哦，有一点红，把衣服来弄高。哎，那么其他这个童子军们好吗？
The Adventure Trail, one of the most popular activities at the Jamboree. Patrols are on it from sunup to sundown every day. Many of them try it not once, but several times. There's nothing these fellows like more than a challenge, particularly one that takes some strength, rugged He-Man effort, and a lot of determination. It's a good way to get to know a fellow, see if he really puts his heart in the effort. And then there's the wide game. Each scout receives a large card with a single letter printed on one side. The object of the game, to find 9 other scouts with different letters on their cards to form a specified word. With 12,000 boys running around looking for partners, it's like a train station at holiday time. Here's a quick, full of fun way to make friends, and language is no barrier. The word to be spelled, couldn't you guess? Friendship. Another favorite activity at every Jamboree is international exchange, exchanging items, usually of a national character, with scouts from other countries. The really important thing you get in return is a new friend. Who knows, but that 20 to 30 years from now, these scouts may be conducting business on an international basis in much the same way with the same people. It's possible. There's a special place that every scout at the Jamboree goes to at one time or another. You can hear all about it, but nothing takes the place of being at Skill-o-Rama. It's not all just looking, though. There's even a chance for the audience to get in there and swing. You see all kinds of scout skills and crafts on display, and you pick up good ideas to take to your fellow scouts back home. But if you're like most people, you just can't stay away from the native dances and sports and entertainment on display. Skill-o-Rama is probably one of the most widely attended activities at the Jamboree, both for looking and for doing.
Flush it all up.
Nowhere is the international character of the Jamboree more evident. It's like a little piece of each country transported to Idaho. As you would expect, you see Indian dancing performed by the American Scouts. It's a part of their heritage. And the totem poles on display, carved by Scouts around the country, serve as distinctive symbols of welcome to the visitors. You'll find Lady Baden-Powell at Skill-o-Rama too. She turns up everywhere and becomes a friend within seconds. Welcome Boy Scouts from all over the world to the wildest, woolliest rodeo ever held in this part of the country. All right, folks, now stand by. There's a big surprise coming up. What a day this is. Sitting there with your new buddies, sharing each exciting experience, you almost find yourself living in the past, back when the Indians roamed the prairies and cowboys punched cattle. But you sure could work up an appetite looking at something like this, and your stomach brings you back to the present hungry. Right from the rodeo, staged specially for the Jamboree, to an old-fashioned Western barbecue, cooked and served by the area Kiwanis clubs. Talking with your friends, eating juicy, fresh cooked beef, or even buffalo meat if you want it. The shouts of the cowboys, the pounding hoofbeats of the horses still ringing in your ears. You know this Jamboree will always be a very special part of your life.
World Jamboree.
All the activities such as the Skill-o-Rama, the rodeo, the arena shows, they're great. But it's the small personal get-togethers, the small campfires that seem to offer the best opportunity to make friends. You get a chance to learn the other fellow's dances maybe. Learn a little more about how he lives back in his country. One thing is sure, when you get home, you'll know a lot more about other people's and understand a little better what makes them think and act as they do. Another way you can learn about other people, reach a deeper understanding of their thoughts and beliefs, is to attend their religious services. Scouting is non-sectarian, and boys of almost every faith in the world are a part of the movement. And here at the Jamboree, members of each faith meet in their own personal form of worship. Early in the morning, out under the bright blue western sky, thousands of scouts visit each other's church services, add to their growing awareness that deep down, people are very much alike. For friendship, it's not just an empty term to these young men.
Visible and invisible. One Lord Jesus Christ.
On a Sunday afternoon, or any afternoon for that matter, what's better to do than head for that cool, sparkling lake? And if you've never been fishing, well, catching that first fat trout can be the makings of a great story to tell the folks back home. Of course, you're going to get right into that lake yourself every chance you get. And if anybody wants to race, well, when you're a scout, you just can't pass up a challenge, and you know it. You take a canoe, let your imagination go, and be an Indian brave hunting for elk. And then when evening comes, you probably visit a neighboring patrol for dinner. With luck, you just might find yourself with Lady Baden-Powell.
Mr. Punyo Sabunsin, this is Lady Baden-Powell. What would you want for this?
I wouldn't
He wouldn't give it.
You meet a lot of people at a jamboree, meet them fast, and as the days go by, you get to know them better through visits to each other's campsites, eating a meal or two together, going swimming together, just sitting around and talking sometimes. Here's the spirit of the jamboree, making close friendships that will last for years, regardless of distance.
Yes, I would like some. And how nice this is to be together.
Hey, just a minute, just a minute. Very good. I'd like to propose a toast to our friends gathered here.
Yeah, good idea.
For our friendship.
Yeah, friendship.
For friendship.
In the future, whenever you see the flags of other nations, they will mean a lot more to you than just colorful emblems. They will represent people, people you know and respect, your friends. Marching to the closing ceremonies in the huge outdoor arena, you probably have mixed emotions. You'd like the jamboree to go on and on forever, yet it has been a long time away from home, and you've got so much to tell about when you do get back that it'll take you a month. It's not all over yet, though. This last night is more exciting than anything you've ever seen, including a rocket man. You see your fellow scouts put on the performance of their lives. And as you watch them, your mind just might drift back, and you might remember the small group who gave birth to the scouting movement so many years ago. And you're thankful the spirit has survived and grown so well, that you are a part of it all. When you get the opportunity to see Lady Baden-Powell again, the standing ovation is very probably a way of saying, thanks for being a scout.
Thank you. Merci bien. Dankeschön. Tmanya-tak. Thank you.
Friendship, you will remember the things you learned at the Jamboree, the respect you gained for other beliefs and traditions, and you will remember the days of travel through the country. But most of all, you will remember your new friends from faraway places. So long.
Negrini Vargas, Costa Rica.
Ukayman Bahrum, Indonesia.
Gomez Caeiro, Chile. Mimo Carzo, Italia.
Martin Granjang Thompson, Brazil.
Leonel Celsius Campagno, Suriname.
Lawson Félicien, Togo.
Audley Webster, Canal Zone.
Govinda Narayan, Jaipur, Nepal.
Thorsten Nilsson, Islandi.
Bjarne Sørensen, Faroe Islands.
Henrik Sten Petersen, Denmark.
Terje Bakke Pettersen, Norway.
Timo Sane, Finland.
Avakans Jared, Armenia.
George Milani, United States of America.
Jaime Soria, Ecuador.
Shokshakmer, Lutzebusch.
Tanya Janton, Thailand.
Boyd Wedge, Canada.
Sato Takashi, Japan.
François Bertrand, France.
Paul Martin, Ireland.
Peter Muscat, Malta.
Angelo Pimentel, Bermuda.
Dieter Sontheimer, Germany.
Michael Panton, British Honduras.
Jonathan Williams, Sierra Leone.
Andrew Waters, the United Kingdom.
Joe Atau Yong Chuzi, Malaysia.
Kajin Hong, Taiwan, Formosa.
Nikos Hachivarnavas, Cyprus.
José Luis Rodríguez, México.